How networking works in code. Beginner level. Introduction. Many modern applications communicate over a network. For example, a website retrieving data from a server, a mobile app calling an API, a chat application sending messages to another user, a game communicating with an online server. Behind the scenes, programs use networking protocols and libraries to send and receive data. Understanding how networking works in code helps developers build web applications, APIs, distributed systems, cloud services. What is networking in programming? Networking in programming is the process where programs communicate with other programs over a network. In simple words, networking equals sending and receiving data between computers using code. This communication usually happens using protocols such as HTTP, TCP, UDP. How networking works. Networking usually follows a client-server model. Client, the program that sends a request. Example, web browser, mobile app. API client. Server, the program that receives the request and sends back a response. Example, web server, database server, API service. Example flow. Client means request means server. Server means response means client. Example, opening a website. When you open a website, your browser sends a request to the server. The server processes the request. The server sends back data. Your browser displays the web page. Example request. Get/index.html http 1.1. Host. Example.com. Example response. http 1.1200 OK. Content type. Text HTML. This communication happens using network protocols. IP address and port. Every device on a network has an IP address. Example, 192.168.1.1. Programs running on that device listen on ports. Example, IP address, 192.168.1.1. Port, 8080. Connection example, client means 192.168.1.1, 8080. This tells the system which program should receive the request. Example in Python, HTTP request. Programs often communicate using HTTP APIs. Example using Python, import requests. Response equals requests.get. HTTPS. api.example.com/data. Print. Response. Text. Explanation. The program sends a network request. The server processes the request. The server returns data. The program reads the response. Socket programming. At a lower level, networking is done using sockets. A socket is a communication endpoint that allows programs to send and receive data. Example server in Python. Import socket. Server equals socket. Socket. Server. Bind. Localhost. 8080. Server. Listen. Con. ADDR equals server. Accept. Data equals con. RECV. 1024. Print. Data. Example client. Import socket. Client equals socket. Socket. Client. Connect. Localhost. 8080. Client. Send. B. Hello server. This allows two programs to exchange messages over a network. Common networking protocols. Programs use several networking protocols. Protocol purpose. HTTP web communication. HTTPS secure web communication. TCP reliable data transmission. UDP fast but less reliable communication. WebSocket real-time communication. These protocols define rules for how data is transmitted between systems. Networking layers. Networking follows a layered structure. One common model is the TCP/IP model. Example layers. Layer function. Application APIs. HTTP. Transport TCP. UDP. Internet IP addressing. Network physical transmission. Each layer handles a different part of the communication process. Real-life analogy. Think of networking like sending a package through the mail. Steps. You write the message. Data. You include the address. IP address. The postal service delivers it. Network. The recipient opens the package. Server response. Similarly, programs send and receive data using network protocols. Advantages of networking in programs. Networking enables many modern technologies. Checkmark web applications. Checkmark mobile apps. Checkmark cloud services. Checkmark real-time communication. Checkmark distributed systems. Without networking, computers would not be able to communicate across the internet. Challenges in networking. Networking systems must handle issues such as crossmark network latency, crossmark packet loss, crossmark security risks, crossmark connection failures. Developers use techniques like retries, encryption, error handling to build reliable network systems. Where networking in code is used. Networking is used in many real-world applications. Web browsers, online games, messaging apps, cloud services, streaming platforms. Examples: loading web pages, calling APIs, sending chat messages, uploading files. Simple definition. Networking in code. The process of sending and receiving data between programs over a network using protocols such as HTTP or TCP. Final summary. Networking allows programs to communicate with each other across computers and servers. It involves checkmark clients sending requests, checkmark servers processing requests, checkmark data transmitted through network protocols, checkmark programs receiving responses. Understanding networking is essential for building modern internet-based applications.